Okay, this music got kind of fast out of nowhere. But hey, fam, how you doing? My name it's actually distracting me. Hold on. Let me just load first. Let me load. There we go. Hey, fam, how y'all doing? My name is Franklin, and welcome to Orgaysis. Today we're playing Minotaur Hotel, and I guess we're still going through this little tour of the place. We don't really know anything about it as of yet. So let's get started. Behind the counter, the bottles of the fine spirits are still half filled. Glimmer. Oh my god. They glimmer in exquisite browns, reds, and blues. You close your eyes and imagine how this place was decades ago. The whistling shifts again. It turns into the hum of human life. Footsteps and breathing, chairs being dragged, cutlery, cutlery and plates clinking. Laughter, whispers, people greeting each other from across different tables. People dressed so nicely. A barman in front of you, serving the finest drinks you can imagine. He knows your name and how you like it. Whether you are tired for or brimming with life, he lends you an attentive ear. You open your eyes. You are back in the abandoned hotel, majestic and destroyed. Damn. One can understand why the old man wished to pass it on to someone who would care for it. You tap your jacket breast pocket, making sure the crumpled parchment is still there. Even the yellow stained paper exudes warmth now. You stand up and walk out. As you do, you notice a large purple stain on the floor behind the counter and the glass shards of what used to be a wine bottle. Okay, notifications. Okay, behind the counter, the glass shards. Used to be a wine bottle. Okay. You proceed further into the hotel. There's a lot to see still. All the way down the alleyway, I say alleyway, all the way down the hallway, a set of sliding glass doors beckon you. But from afar, the difference is clear. The wallpaper is ripped. But even from afar? But from afar, the difference is clear. The wallpaper is ripped, and one of the doors is locked. It's cracked. Oh my god, it's cracked. Let's get one more read. All the way down the hallway, a set of sliding doors beckon you. But from afar, the difference is clear. The wallpaper is ripped, and one of the doors is cracked. You step on something hard, a revolver bullet. Okay. You push the door to the side and are greeted by an even more chaotic sight. It's the hotel's restaurant. The tables are overturned and both chairs and plates lay broken on the floor. There's a darkened stain in the middle of the room which trails into the kitchen. It leads you past the pantry and to the massive iron door of a cold room which is locked from outside and boarded up. All around the kitchen things are strewn about, or all around the kitchen things are strewn about. There's even a pan on the stove with what must be fossilized food, and the sink is filled with dirty dishes. I'm in the kitchen. Why is it so foreboding? Okay. I like this music. On a nearby counter is a revolver covered in thick dust, and you think back to the bullet in the hallway and the stain on the restaurant floor. Oh goodness. The old man wasn't kidding when he said he wasn't a good person. Oh damn. You check your phone. Perhaps you'll need to call the police or a morgue, but there's no signal out here. Well, you are in the middle of a desert. I don't know. I don't know how that works. You breathe in, preparing yourself for a terrible sight. The rusted door fights against your will, but stands no chance. Darkness pours out. The stench strikes first. It's the stagnant smell of blood and rot. It clings to your nose and mouth like a bitter oil. Okay. Before your eyes can adjust to the darkness, a second wave of stench hits. It's like a farm, too. The scent of dusty fur, maybe even hay, but cooped up in a hot, humid room for decades. And last but not least, stale shit and piss. This place has it all. The stench of 1,000 different deaths. Ooh, mm. The light pouring into the cold room shines on the floor in front of the doorway. Empty cans of soup and glasses of jam. Empty cans of soup and glasses of jam are strewn about over the trail of old blood. Excuse me. Whoever was locked in here didn't die quickly. The cold room extends into absolute darkness, a hallway in and of itself. You proceed, scraping your shoes on the floor so you don't trip over the refuse. It looks like refuse to me. I feel like I have to look it up now. The entire floor is covered with discarded glasses and cans. Whatever scraps were left in them has long rotted, dried, and crumbled into dust. Both your footsteps and breathing echo. Both your footsteps and breathing echo. The overbearing humidity drapes across your back, and your breathing becomes agitated. The stench is stronger. I feel like he an old dude, so I'm just thinking, oh, this happened a long time ago, but if these things are fresh and like I could see his concern on his face, but I'm just like, hey, this is old. we can't just buff that out. We could clean it, or however, I don't know, or we could just sell the land. I don't know. Both your footsteps and breathing echo. Overbearing humidity drapes across your back, and your breathing becomes agitated. The stench is stronger. Your sight finally adapts to the dark, and what must be the cold room's far wall, you notice the faintest glimmer. Excuse me? I'm not gonna do it. I don't know if it's visible. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep reading. Whatever it is, it's slouched on the floor, motionless, as if it died where it stood after who knows how long locked here. A shy blue glimmer, however, flickers where its left eye ought to be. Call the police, examine corpse. First of all, his eye is glimmering, so I didn't assume that he was dead. I thought he was alive. Hey, what you mean examine corpse? Call the police or examine corpse. Let's call the police. Let's see. Let's call the popo. Well, I might be white. Let me call the police. You pull out your phone, but there's no signal. Maybe the cold room is causing interference. Right, you didn't have a signal, dumbass. I forgot. Before leaving, you take a moment to get a good look at the thing, since you'll have to describe it to whoever picks up the call. Your eyesight is used to the dark now. The distant glimmer of light bleeding from the doorway is enough to avoid tripping on the discarded glass. You crouch in front of the thing. The thing? Okay. It has it's a Minotaur, so I'm just like, It has a bull's head. You look around its neck, searching for a zipper or edge of a mask, but there's none. It's covered in fur, aside from patches of sickly exposed skin. It has hooves. It has hooves instead of feet. Excuse me. Its horns could easily gore a person. Ooh. Half of its skull is exposed exposed. Oh, okay, I see it now. Gross. The bone still has a smattering of blood dust near the remaining flesh. Whew. Okay. Its left eye socket is empty, but something shines inside it, a blue ember. The fur is coarse and unkempt, but can't hide how deathly thin the creature was. It died from starvation, not from whatever destroyed its face. Oh, oh, poor baby. And that's time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Franklin, and this has been Minotaur Hotel. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload the minute that I do. If you enjoy this game and would like to play it for yourself, you can find the links to their downloads down in the description and in the comments. And next time when we play this game, we'll be looking more into, I guess, Mr. Minotaur. Oh my goodness. Bye, y'all.